Oronde Gadsden joins us, and man, what a year he had last year, all ACC performer. Let's get him on here front and center. Oronde, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all doing?
Man, we're great. So last year, all ACC. By the way, do you consider yourself a tight end or a wide receiver? I'm going to let you break the tie. Listen, you can catch balls regardless, anywhere on the field. Doesn't matter if I'm throwing it or Garrett or whatever the case may be, Taylor. But are you a wide receiver or are you a tight end? How would you define your position?
I'd like to be more towards that receiver side, but I'm just a football player, just ready to play whatever position the team needs me at.
That's exactly right. By the way, we expect to see you maybe more as a wide receiver this year as a tight end. I have a funny feeling Dino's going to line you up all over the place.
Yeah, I feel like he will too.
Yeah, he can't give it all away. He can't give it all away. As Pac said, first team All ACC last year as a tight end. Bill Maxwell Award recipient up there for the most improved player as well. Aside from obviously your playing time increasing, what do you feel like was the difference for you last year that helped you make such a jump and be such a star on the field? Because we had so much fun watching you.
Just getting that connection with my quarterback over the summer, getting it with Garrett, getting with Carlos, with Justin, just being ready to go with whoever's out there. And, you know, I think that with a combination of getting my routes better just opened everything up for me.
I know that Garrett's had the surgery and he'll be good to go this fall. So it's given you an opportunity to work with everybody else in the quarterback room. How's that been this spring?
I feel like they're both fighting. They both care a lot about trying to beat each other out. You know, Coach Babers always wants them to be black and white. And he don't want no gray. He don't want no in the middle. He just wants them to beat it out. But it's kind of confusing right now. I don't know. They're both neck and neck right now.
So we talked about the improvement you made from year 1 to 2. What about this offseason? I know you can't technically work with Garrett Schrader. He's not throwing the football right now. You're working with these other guys. But personally, this offseason, after the season that you had, what did you go back to the drawing board about and try to do better heading into this year?
This past season, I was just looking at my blocking grade overall for the season. It wasn't what I expected it to be, and I think I had too many drops this season. So those are the two things I'm really going to be working on, looking the ball all the way in and just getting my hands inside, blocking good, driving my feet.
What will we see at the spring game tomorrow? Anything different, anything unique? I know that a lot of times you get a lot of vanilla stuff for all these teams in April, but for Syracuse fans who are going to show up, anybody sitting there watching at home, what will we see tomorrow?
Well, I can't really give away what we're going to do tomorrow. I'm just going to tell everyone just show up.
You better show up. You're working on all of these things right now to obviously become a better player. And I know you're Oronde Gadsden the second. You are your own player. You are your own person. But, of course, we all know your dad had a great career in the league, and he's obviously had a big influence on you and your football career. What's the biggest thing he has taught you when it comes to football that you apply year in, year out, game in, game out?
Really just being a professional. Since he's been at that level, he could teach it to me. Coming in every day, ready to work, giving 100%, finishing every play, catching every ball. Like if I drop one, it's got to mean so much to me that I catch the next and everyone after that.
So what did he say about your blocking grade and the drops that you say you have too many of last season?
He doesn't want me to have any drops. He just wants me to have 0, and he wants me to win every block, even though the dudes I'm going against are pretty big. He just still wants me to do the best and be the best I can.
Ronnie, last year you guys got off to a blazing start. The second half of the season was a little more difficult. What did you guys learn from a team perspective as far as closing out games, given what happened in the second half of the season?
Closing out the second half of the season, I think people were starting to figure us out. We just need to add some more to what we're doing and be consistent. I don't think we were as consistent as we were in those first 6 games.
And I know a lot of the offense was reliant on you and reliant on Sean Tucker. So we're looking around, we're saying, who are the other playmakers going to be around Oronde as well, and who Garrett Schrader can potentially throw to? You're there in the trenches every single day this spring ball. What are some names? Who should we be looking out for that has popped off the page from your vantage point?
I think everyone's been doing great this spring. All the receivers, all the tight ends that we have. Some have stuck out a little bit more to me. I don't want to speak too much on them right now, but come season time, I think you'll find out who.
I tell you what, you in our business, it's called a tease.
He keeps
Rhonda.
it close to the vest.
No, I like it because you're just putting chum in the water. It's like, hey, you know what? You want to see what we're all about? You come check us out, whether it's in person or watch it on television or whatever the case may be. We had your coach on about, a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And one of the first things Dino talked about, believe it or not, were the kickers. Now, we're sitting here talking about wide receivers and running backs and quarterbacks and all that stuff. Give us a little insight of what's going on. When Dino brings up kickers, what's that telling everybody?
I mean, we had a great kicker, Andre Schmidt, Luke Groza Award winner, and now we have to move on from him. So we just trying to figure out who's going to be the next great kicker at Syracuse.
All right, since we're talking about your coach, you're with him all the time. He's a great storyteller, one of our favorites. You have a good Dino Babers, your favorite story from this spring? Anything you can divulge, or you're going to keep that close to the vest too?
I have some that he told me recently, but I don't think I want to tell him right now.
What about a Dino Babers impression? Do we have a Dino Babers impression? What's something he always says?
Oh, don't go there. Hey.
There's got to be a one-liner he always drops that sticks with you.
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there.
No, I can't do that.
Because this is an all ACC. Yeah, this is all ACC player. And we got to keep him on the field. Coach is not going to play that game. But I tell you what, we can go with you, though. We were talking about that ice cream truck Coach brought out the other day. How about the ice cream truck up there at Syracuse? Pretty sweet?
I walked past it at first, and then everyone was telling me how good it was. I had to turn back. I had to spin back on it. It was
Right, so
pretty good.
what'd you grab out of that bad boy?
I had to
you
get cookies and cream. I had to just keep it simple, get cookies and cream. Couldn't get nothing crazy. Put some fudge on it, call it a day.
Man, that sounds good.
That does sound delicious. Some Jenny's ice cream would be good too. One thing that I discovered when doing a little research on you is not only did you grow up playing football, you played lacrosse too. And you're up there in Syracuse. And we're going to be talking a lot about Syracuse. The women ranked #1 in the country. The men had 2 ranked wins the last couple of games. You ever think about going out there trying to get in on some lacrosse? Do you go to the games at all to watch?
I've gone to some of the women's games, a couple of the men's games, not too many. I might go to the one tonight, sold out, versus Boston College, 7 p.m.
Yeah, BC.
But
right. Yep.
no, I don't think they ever gave me a chance. I think I could really do good. I really do.
Yeah, I think you would be a real problem. I got to be honest. We had Joey Spallina on the other day, and I think I tell you what, they give you a hockey a lacrosse stick. I think he'd be a real problem. Yeah, I think that'd be. You were in a hockey stick. It wouldn't matter. Dude, you're just a baller.
Yeah, you are.
You're just an athlete, man.
So,
you're just a player.
When we're looking at the schedule here, Oronde, I know coming up on October 14th, you guys get Florida State, and that might, obviously that's circled for everybody when you have a big game like that. But for you personally, your high school head coach is Pat Surtain, who is now on staff at Florida State, and he's the DB's coach. You're going to be out there running routes. Have you talked a little smack? Will you guys have conversation beforehand? What's that relationship like? Because that should be really fun.
We haven't talked about it at all yet. I'm thinking closer to the date, the closer it gets, probably that's when it'll start. But as of right now, we haven't said nothing. Maybe when I go back home and see him, maybe I'll say a little something.
You got to.
Yeah, I'm sensing Colgate's the only thing on your brain right now on September 2nd. But before we get to that Clemson, North Carolina, Florida State trifecta, back to back to back right there in the middle of the season, which will be a teller, needless to say. Well, listen, man, it's a pleasure having you on the show. We love watching you play. And like I said, I know Dino's going to put you all over the field, and you just be making plays left and right. And just stay healthy. And we look forward to watching this fall, not to mention tomorrow night.
Thank you.